welcome to We Eat Films. I'm Megan Wigmore.
And I'm Rebecca French.
And today we're reviewing The Lovely Bones.
Lovely Bones was originally based on a book. It's a really interesting plot based on a girl who was murdered by her neighbor, and it kind of takes place in between kind of an odd, confusing world in between heaven and earth as she tries to cope with her family from where she is.
I really liked what Peter Jackson did with the CGI in this film. It really created a nice fantasy world. He drew from a lot of stuff that he's done with Lord of the Rings and King Kong in the past, and I liked the way that it was done.
I thought the script was really fast. I personally didn't really have an emotional attachment as much as I hoped towards the end, especially because the subject matter is so intense, and you'd expect that if a young girl is murdered, you'd be really passionate about it by the end of the movie.
I felt like they were trying to reach too far and include too many genres to try and reach as many people as possible, when really it didn't feel like there was much of a target audience. Like, the movie's rated PG-13, but in the book there's a violent rape scene before she's murdered, and that's not shown at all in the movie.
Yeah, no, that was something I did notice myself too, especially because I was sitting with a friend of mine, and she even mentioned there's some parts I felt that the subject matter would probably be a little too intense for someone who is 13 years old. At the same time, when they're in the fantasy land, it almost seemed like it was geared towards a younger audience. And I understand it is a 14-year-old's idea of what heaven would be like, or in-between world. But I just felt there were some points I'm like, I feel like I'm watching a kid's movie. And there's other points where I'm like, I feel like I'm watching something that should be geared towards an older crowd.
I can't watch a lot of movies where the main character dies because I'm kind of allergic to them. My eyes start leaking. It's not pretty.
Overall, I thought this movie was okay. I would recommend, if anyone hasn't seen it yet, go read the book first, or see the movie with someone who's read the book, or see the movie multiple times to understand the symbolism, because I didn't quite get it. Overall, I thought the plot kind of went rather fast, like I mentioned before. It just skimmed through it. Wasn't a lot of emphasis or meat, not enough meat on those lovely bones, I guess. Overall, I'd rate it about 6 lovely bones out of 10. I probably would have rated higher if I had understood a little bit more of the plot itself, but that's just my personal opinion.
So with book-to-movie adaptations, usually are better off reading the book first, but I don't really feel like I lost anything not reading it. The acting was great, the CGI was entertaining, overall a pretty good movie. I walked out of the theater feeling a little bit like I wasn't sure who the movie was supposed to be for, but overall, I give it 8 lovely bones out of 10. It had enough meat on it for me. And Rebecca is wrong.
Well, I'm not wrong, and my name is Rebecca French.
And that's a matter of opinion, and I'm Megan Wigmore.
Well, we'll agree to disagree, and we're here from We Eat Films, reviewing Lovely Bones, starring Saren... Scrap your sheet, yeah. It's an A. S-A... Sarah... It's Ronan? S. Ronan. Sum it up like that.
Theo Ayers?
Sounds Swedish.
Maybe Irish?
Irish, you think?
She's very blonde.
She's very blonde.
Scandinavian.
Maybe Icelandic. Icelandic people are blonde too. You can make up a name for her. Just, something Susie. No, that's the main character's name. Sarah, something simple.